Oh, hey guys. Today we're going to do a hard reset for a Dell G15 model 5511 series here, as you can see here. Easiest way for you to follow me, just to follow my cursor, and that's the best way to do it. I had a customer that actually had a power outage at their house, and then it took down the whole laptop. He wasn't able to get it to power back up, even with different chargers, because he actually had two of the same model laptops. So he tried his son's charger and he still wasn't able to get it up. So then we knew it was something wrong. So usually when you have a power outage and your laptop doesn't power back on, there's usually a hard reset should bring it back to life, because I've done it many times like this. So that's why I was pretty confident and told him that his motherboard is probably not shot. It probably just needs a hard reset, and he didn't want to do because he wasn't sure how to do it. So very simple steps. Probably gonna take like a 5 minute video here, but at least you guys will know how to do it for similar Dell models that has power outage and the power goes off and then motherboard doesn't post back up, and then this is a way to get it back up and running. So once you actually just flip your laptop upside down and just make sure that your screen side is facing on the countertop or your table, and and as you can see here carefully, there are four screws that won't come out, because once you, which would be these two here, the two here on the right, on the left, and then two on the right, these four here in the middle, once you unscrew it a couple times, you'll actually hear it make a clicking sound. And then once you hear that, then you know that you're actually at the max, you know, uh, you know, spins, what you can actually do to unloosen the screws. But these two in the front here, they actually come off, and the top left hand corner and the top right hand corner comes off also. So with this one here, it's pretty simple. This is the best place to start off. If once you have the screws removed, the ones that do come off, the two front and the top left, top right, and then these four here, once you have them, unscrewed a couple times, they'll make that click there. Once you have all that done, the best place to start off prying it with your fingernails is this section here, because from the top left and the bottom left here and the top right to the bottom right, you can use your thumbnail. Like as you can see here, you can easily just run it from left to right and it'll actually come off easy. The only area here that I did notice that wasn't coming off was actually the front left to the right, because I did the same thing with my nails, and I can run it right across, but the whole thing is it wasn't popping, it wasn't releasing, so there was a latching system that was here. So if you look at my cursor here, there was one in this corner here at the left side, and then one's on the right. So once you use a pry tool and start running it around this section here, you're gonna hear a pop or feel a pop too. And then once you feel that pop or hear it, you know that you've actually released the latch, the locking system that holds the panel in place. And then once you've done that, the most important thing is, before you remove your bottom panel, please make sure that you actually, you lift the bottom panel up just on an angle and pull it towards you about half of an inch or 3/8 of an inch first before you release or remove that whole bottom panel. I'm mentioning that is because if you look carefully here, there's actually two plastic flaps that's actually a part of this bottom panel, because if you don't pull it towards you before removing the bottom panel, you can easily break these flaps. So just remember that. Pull the flap or the panel, the bottom panel, towards you about 3/8 of an inch to a half of an inch, and then lift it up and remove it. And then that's the better way to do it, so that you don't risk in breaking these two plastic flaps here that's actually a part of this bottom panel. And once you remove the panel, this is what it looks like here. So our main goal here, because we're doing a hard reset, all you're going to do is you're going to unplug this cable here, which is labeled MB for motherboard, and it gets power from the battery. As you can see, it goes to the motherboard here. And I'll give you a closer look here. And the best place, this is just for you to see, but the best place for you, the best placement for you to put your finger and your thumb to pull the wire is right over this motherboard sticker here, because I'm only showing you just a picture of a demonstration of where to do it, but the best place for you to put your index finger and your thumb is right there, right over this section here, and then just wiggle it back towards you, and this will come off easily. And when you're putting it back on too, just remember that there's a little rectangular tab here that's a part of this connector, so make sure that it's properly aligned in the middle before you push it back in. So going back to the hard reset, because that's all we're here to do. Once you unplug the battery by wiggling it towards you, wiggle it towards you. Just remember to leave it unplugged, and then you open up the system. Stand it up or just open it up sideways, and then just hold down the power button for at least, I would say, about 35 to 40 seconds. And once you've done that, you've basically just removed all of the surge and all of the bad energy that was in the system from the power spike. And once you've done that, you can easily just plug the motherboard cable back in. So this is the sequence you have to do. Once you plug the motherboard cable back in, you know, just make sure that the tab is there, push it back in, make sure that this area here is the only exposed section here, because all of this needs to be pushed back in so that this black rectangular tab is completely fresh right at the top here at 12 o'clock. So once you've done that, just you know, you know, push down the black tape back in there on the left and the right side so that it stays, you know, on your battery. Seal it back up, and you know it's gonna work. Or if you want to make sure that you want to test it to make sure, you can just open up the laptop, because it will go on its own. And like I did here, as you can see, it went on its own before you seal it, and you know you're good to go. You know, so ignore that previous comment where it says seal it and then try it. You know, you want to try it first before you seal it. So just remember that, right? So you know, as you can see here, I knew that the hard reset was going to work because I've done it for many other models, not even non-Dells, because a lot of other laptops have the same issues. So usually when you have a power spike or a power outage and your power goes off, you know, just usually a hard reset will actually get the laptops back up and running. So I hope that this helps you guys out. And so remember, this model here was a Dell G15 5511 series, but I mean, if you have other brands, Asus and other brands too, or other Dell series like the Vostros or Inspirons and stuff, the hard reset should also help it and get it back up and running. You know, I hope this helps you guys out, you know, and thanks for watching the video, and you guys have a good weekend. Take care. Okay, bye.